There's something so special about a garden. It's a place where we connect with the earth, nurture life, watch something beautiful grow from a tiny seed. It's a story of patience and hard work. Every good story deserves a beautiful frame. That's what a garden fence is to me. It's not just there to keep the bunnies from nibbling on your lettuce. It's the first chapter of your garden story. It sets the tone, welcomes you in, creates a sense of place. A fence can transform a simple patch of vegetables into a truly intentional and charming outdoor room, a sanctuary right in your own backyard. When I think about a farmhouse garden, I picture a space that feels hardworking and beautiful. It's filled with character and soul. The fence surrounding it should feel the same way. It's an opportunity to extend the style of your home right out into the landscape. A rustic fence, with its natural materials and simple design, speaks a language of warmth and authenticity. It says this is a space that is loved and lived in. It's about creating a feeling of timelessness, as if this garden has been here for generations, quietly doing its work, bringing joy to the family. You just can't go wrong with a classic. The picket fence is the epitome of cottage and farmhouse charm, isn't it? It's so friendly and inviting. Each one of those pickets, standing side by side, feels like a happy little soldier guarding your precious tomato zinnias. I love the clean, simple lines and the sense of order they bring to a landscape. A white picket fence especially feels so crisp and bright against the deep greens of a vegetable garden. It's a timeless look that instantly adds a feeling of home and hearth to any yard, no matter the size. The beauty of a picket fence is in its versatility. You can keep it traditional with evenly spaced, pointed-top pickets painted a classic white. Or you can give it a more custom, rustic twist. Try varying the height of the pickets for a more playful, whimsical feel. You could also leave the wood natural and let it weather to a beautiful silvery gray, which gives it a more lived-in, organic look that blends seamlessly with the garden. The spacing between the pickets can also be adjusted to be wider, creating a more open and airy feeling while still defining the garden's edge. For a truly unique farmhouse style, consider the details. Dog ear cut a rounded top, a spade fleur-de-lis. These little details are what make a project feel special and custom to your home. You can build a picket fence from a kit, which is a great project for a weekend. There is so much beauty to be found in things that have a past. Using reclaimed wood for a garden fence is one of my favorite ways to bring instant character and history to a space. Think about old barnwood. Think about salvaged pallets. Think about weathered fence panels from another time and place. Each board has its own unique story, told through its knots, told through its nail holes, told through its silvery patina. When you bring these materials together to create a fence, you're not just building a boundary. You're weaving a rich tapestry of textures and tones that feels authentic and soulful. Building with reclaimed wood is a wonderful adventure. The hunt for the perfect materials is part of the fun. The wood is often left in its natural state, showcasing the beautiful grain and texture. Over time, it will weather to a soft, silvery gray that blends beautifully into the natural landscape, looking as if it has always been there. The key is to embrace the imperfections. Boards of slightly different widths, boards of slightly different lengths, boards of slightly different colors. It's a celebration of the wabi-sabi philosophy, finding beauty in the imperfect and the incomplete. As if this garden has been here for generations, quietly doing its work, bringing joy to the family. When you think of an open field or a country pasture, what kind of fence do you see? For me, it's almost always a split-rail fence. There's something so honest and sturdy about its design. The strong, horizontal lines create a sense of expanse and openness, defining the garden space without closing it in. It typically consists of vertical posts with holes or notches, rough-hewn wooden rails that slide into place. There are no nails or complicated hardware needed, just the simple, clever design of interlocking wood. This makes it a fantastic project for those who love a rustic, handmade look. The wood is often left in its natural state, showcasing the beautiful grain and texture. You can attach a layer of wire mesh, like hardware cloth or chicken wire, to the inside of the fence. This simple addition keeps rabbits and other small animals out without detracting from the fence's open, airy aesthetic. The black-coated wire or green-coated wire is especially effective as it tends to visually disappear from a distance, allowing the beautiful wooden structure of the rails to remain the main focus. The strong horizontal lines of a split-rail fence provide a wonderful design element in the garden. These rails are also perfect for draping things over, whether it's a basket for harvesting, a string of solar-powered twinkle lights for evening ambiance, a climbing vine like a hardy grape, or a trailing nasturtium. For a look that combines rustic materials with a touch of refined elegance, a woven wire or hog panel fence is a fantastic option. This style pairs a simple, sturdy wooden frame with panels of rigid wire mesh. The result is a fence that feels both strong and delicate at the same time. It has an almost transparent quality, allowing for completely unobstructed views of your beautiful garden while still providing a clear and sturdy boundary. It's a modern take on the farmhouse look, blending clean lines with the warmth of natural wood. It's perfect for gardeners who want security without sacrificing the view. The design possibilities with a wooden wire fence are endless. You can create a frame from pressure-treated pine for a clean, affordable option, or use cedar for its natural beauty and rot resistance. The frame can be simple, just posts and a top rail, or you can add a bottom rail and even a middle rail for a more substantial, finished look. The wire panels are then stapled or screwed to the inside of the frame. This combination of materials creates a lovely contrast in textures, the smooth, warm wood against the cool, geometric grid of the wire. This type of fence is incredibly practical for a vegetable garden. The small openings in the wire mesh are excellent for keeping out a wide range of garden pests. At the same time, the open design allows for maximum sunlight and air circulation. The gate is the official handshake of your garden. It's the first thing you touch and interact with as you enter the space you've so lovingly created. It should be more than just a functional opening. It should be a focal point, an invitation. A garden gate sets the expectation for what's inside. A charming, well-crafted gate says, "Welcome, something special is happening here." It's an opportunity to add a concentrated dose of personality and charm, a place where you can be a little more decorative and playful than the rest of the fence line. Your garden gate should complement the style of your fence, but it doesn't have to be an exact match. Often it's more interesting when it stands out a little. For a classic picket fence, a gate with a gentle arch on top adds a soft, romantic touch. For a rustic reclaimed wood fence, build a gate in a classic Z brace barn door style, or an X brace barn door style. That looks authentically farmhouse and adds structural stability, preventing sagging over time. Don't forget the hardware, the latch, hinges, and the handle. Taking your garden vertical is one of the best ways to add dimension, beauty, and productivity to your space, and your fence is the perfect partner for this. Integrating trellises and arbors into your fence design not only looks stunning, but also serves a very practical purpose. It draws the eye upward, making the garden feel larger and more lush. It breaks up the long horizontal line of a fence, adding architectural interest, creating beautiful focal points throughout the yard. A trellis can be as simple as a lattice panel attached directly to your fence posts, or it can be a more decorative, freestanding piece placed just in front of the fence. This is a perfect spot for growing climbing vegetables, pole beans, cucumbers, indeterminate tomatoes. This not only saves precious ground space, but also makes harvesting so much easier. No more bending over. It also improves air circulation around the plants. This is where the real fun begins. Once your fence structure is in place, it's time to infuse it with your own unique personality. These finishing touches transform a standard fence into something truly yours, a reflection of your style and the heart of your home. The simplest way to start is with color. A coat of paint can completely change the mood of a fence. Classic white is always fresh and timeless. Soft gray, muted sage green blends with surrounding foliage. For a bolder statement, try a pop of color on the garden gate. A cheerful yellow, a welcoming barn red, or a calming sky blue. If you love the natural look of wood but want protection, clear sealant. Translucent stain enhances the grain while protecting it. Try whitewashing to give new wood an aged look. Beyond paint, add decorative hardware and objects. Simple cast iron stars, small metal silhouettes of birds. Hang a welcome to the garden sign. These little details tell your story. Finally, use plants to style your fence. We've dreamed, we've planned, now it's time to get our hands dirty. Creating the perfect farmhouse garden fence for your yard is a journey, not a destination. It's about taking these ideas and making them your own. Start small if you need to. Maybe this year you focus on building a beautiful gate, maybe build an arbor, add the rest of the fence line next season. The most important thing is to begin. Every board you place, every post you set, each is a step toward that beautiful, productive sanctuary. Remember, there's a project for every skill level and every budget. If you're a seasoned woodworker, you might design and build a complex fence from scratch. If you're just starting out, try a simple kit. Don't be afraid to ask for help from a friend. The process of building is part of the joy. As you work, embrace the imperfections of a handmade project. A board that's a little crooked, a nail head that isn't perfectly flush adds to the story and rustic charm. This isn't about factory perfect, it's about heart and soul. It's about building memories alongside the structure. Years from now, you'll remember the sunny afternoon you spent building it. That feeling matters as much as the fence. Look at your yard with fresh eyes. See the potential for beauty, for charm, for story. A fence is so much more than a boundary. It's a frame for your family's life outdoors, a backdrop for countless seasons of growth, a welcome to all who enter. Add timeless beauty. Add character to your home. Create a space that feels loved, feels nurtured, feels truly yours. Now go ahead, pick a style you love and start building your dream garden.